Hello everyone, this is Mr. Appel, and today I'm going to show you how to solve some logarithmic equations like the ones you see here. So let's get started. This first one, the general strategy here is going to be to get the equation in a form that you can convert it from logarithmic to exponential. So you want to basically get the log part all by itself. So if we go ahead and do that, I'm going to go ahead and get this log part, in this case a natural log, all by itself. So I'll subtract the 5. So we just have 2 natural log of x equals negative 1. Still trying to get the natural log by itself. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So we get natural log of x equals negative 1/2. And now we've got the log part all by itself. We can rewrite this in exponential form. So that's e to the negative 1/2 power is equal to x. And depending on how you are asked to write your answer, you could just pop that right in your calculator, e to the negative 1/2. You could also simplify that. Remember, to the negative 1/2 power means 1 over e to the positive 1/2 power, or 1 over the square root of e. And if you really wanted to simplify this, depending on how strict we were being about the way you wrote your answer, you would rationalize that denominator, and you would get square root of e over e. Probably the most proper way to write that answer. But if I just ask you to write it in decimal form and approximate it, put any of those into your calculator, and you should have about 0.607. So that would also be your answer. But that's your strategy for solving an equation like that one. Now let's take a look at number 2. Okay, so again, we want to get the log part all by itself, so we can write it as an exponential. So let's subtract the 2. So we have negative 5 log base 2 of x equals 2. I'm going to go ahead and divide by negative 5, so now we have log base 2 of x equals negative 2/5. And now it's in log form, so we can write it in exponential form. So we have 2 to the negative 2/5 power is equal to x. And again, at this point, you could put that right in your calculator, and you would get approximately 0.758 as your answer. Depending on what the question asks for, that would be fine. Or if you wanted to write this out in simplest form, it'd be a little annoying to do. So to the negative 2/5 power, that would be 1 over 2 to the 2/5 power. But of course, 2 to the 2/5 power is the 5th root of 2 squared. Whoops, that's not what I wrote. It's the 5th root of 2 squared, so the 5th root of 4. And then if you wanted to rationalize that, which would be really annoying, and I don't think I would ever ask you to do that, but if you're just curious what it looks like, it would actually end up being the 5th root of 4 to the 4th power on the top and 4 on the bottom, and whatever 4 to the 4th power is. I don't feel like figuring that out right now. I think that's, was that 256? So you'd actually write the 5th root of 256 all over 4. So technically that would be the most appropriate answer, but I'm not going to make you do that. We'll talk more about that in class, but that's generally, the approximation, the decimal approximation is usually going to be fine, or writing it in this form will usually be okay. That's all for now. Thanks.